start puberty? I was in like 3rd or 4th. I think 4th grade.
When you no way.
Yeah.
You've been going through it for so long.
I'm so sorry.
Teach me how to doggy.
Alright, I'm gonna teach them how to
Sorry.
Fish are friend, not food.
I need him to be tall, like.
Right. You don't have to, it doesn't matter if it is blood, if it is people that you have known for the longest time. If they're toxic, get rid of it.
You have to pay to go to school for one thing. Pay to go to school on Saturday.
Yeah. You have to pay to go to Saturday school?
$25.
Yes.
You have to pay to get your phone back. If
Yes.
they took it away from you.
Yes.
Oh. Went back home and got with his girl. Like the next week was like, Lydia, this isn't gonna work out. Everything is your fault.
Please rerun the tapes.
You should not be a secret.
Right.
If people don't know that y'all are together and he's talking about, oh,
There's
I
a
don't
problem.
want to like rush into a label, but he's rushing to get in your pants.
Oh,
Run.
that part.
Run.
Run.
Sprint.
I'm just gonna answer this question once because y'all just love to ask me this question. Do you support LGBTQ?
Okay.
It's different, it's different, it's different.
Oh, it was best and worst things that guys do. Lie.
Oh my god. When they carry themselves like a celebrity. And not saying celebrity is wrong, but you kind of get what I'm trying to say. Like, they think they're too good for people. I cannot stand that.
And now the good things. That's we're
I
not
know.
tearing guys down.
I know.
Are there good things?
Um,
I think the humble ones.
Humble, yeah.
Honestly, Goofy is a big one for me.
Yes.
For you, I can see that.
But I feel like
Huge
Kira's definition of goofy and like a normal definition of goofy.
No, I feel like my Goofy is very different.
Yes.
Like, you have to match. I mean, you don't have to match my energy, but like,
You have to match your energy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm very, y'all probably,
Strange.
yeah, I'm very interesting.
I think being mindful of like my feelings and your feelings, not just like, because if you were to just care about my feelings, great, but like
Right.
don't
Insecurities.
Don't
Yeah.
hurt yourself.
it's gonna hurt yourself, and then that's just gonna tear us down together.
When did you start puberty? I started when I was 8 or 9.
You started your period?
Yeah.
I was in 8th grade, the beginning of the summer before 8th grade. So I was like,
Yeah, I was 12.
I think I was like
I was
13.
in 8th grade.
So I was in like 3rd or 4th. I think 4th grade.
When you,
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah.
You've been going through it for so long.
I'm so sorry.
I'm
I'm a
veteran.
veteran.
It was so easy. You've been going through this.
It's like weird seeing your younger sister like
Exactly.
go through what you went through, because it's like, huh?
Oh, I know. I was just checking if they're going to move, right?
They're not alive.
Okay,
Sarah.
I'm just checking.
She really just asked me if they were gonna move.
Because sometimes they'll just be like,
You holding it like a pet.
So
I kind of want to
teach
take
you.
a video.
Yeah. Can you teach me?
Teach me how to doggy.
Alright, I'm gonna teach them how to
Sorry.
Fish are friend, not food.
tips for people who just started the period.
Girl, you got this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you
you're gonna have to deal with it for the rest of your life.
Oh,
So you might as well
Make
just
the
shape
most out
up.
of it.
Yeah. It's very natural. If you need to do research, do research. Like talk to somebody that you know, like your mother or your aunt or your friend's mom or like whatever. Figure out the best way for you to cope. I feel like everyone's different.
Definitely.
Dream car, vacation, weddings,
Ooh.
etc. Oh, your dream about like your car, vacation, wedding.
Oh.
So, dream car, maybe like a like a red Mustang.
Ooh.
Really? Honestly, like the Range Rover.
Yeah. That's my dream car. A black Range Rover.
I honestly like. I kind of want a pink car.
Pink?
Not like hot pink, but baby pink.
Oh, that'd be cute. Like a pink Tesla?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really cute.
My dream vacation would be the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Bora Bora.
Dream wedding,
I don't know.
it would have to be like in like a big like ballroom, and like I feel like my like I don't know, when I think wedding I don't even really think like the reception. I mean not the reception, the ceremony. I think more of like the reception.
Mhm.
And like I just want there to be bomb food, like tacos and seafood.
Mm.
And she's like, I'm not coming. And then like bomb music and everybody's up and dancing. Like it's literally like a party. Like me and my bridesmaids are gonna have like a choreographed dance. Like
Yeah,
That's so cute.
When it comes to like the ceremony, it's like obviously same standard when it comes to the reception. But like for scenery wise, I really like the mountains. So like if I had like a mountain, you know what I'm saying?
Aren't you scared of heights?
No, I don't want to be on a mountain. I just like the view.
Oh, okay. Like in a church, yeah. But like place? I don't know. I've never thought about this. I don't have an answer to that.
would you ever get married on the beach?
Nope.
I wouldn't.
Mm-mm.
I
I don't like the beach like that.
No.
Wait, Lydia, what's your...
Imagine getting all dolled up just to get sand all over
That's
you.
what I'm
Right.
saying. Look at... Let me stop. Let me stop. Lydia, what's your type? Like, I feel like I don't know what your type is.
My type?
Yeah.
Well, I stay away from the whites.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's not like I'm against that, you know. But like, yeah, how the guy is, I want him to be like family oriented, very respectful, honest. Okay, I'm really picky when it comes to guys, but it's like let's say I meet a guy and there's just like a thing that's off about him, I just automatically get turned off. I don't know why I'm like that. Maybe because of like maybe because of like, I don't know, how guys have treated me in the past. So I'm just like, why would I have to deal with that again? You know? So
That's good though.
Oh, yeah.
That means you're very strong in your standards.
Aren't you Riley?
that's my
Tall,
Say that.
black,
Mm-hmm.
muscular,
Mm-hmm.
She wanted me who can pick her.
intelligent,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
and like I don't know,
That's a
like
big one.
I cannot have a double.
somebody that I can be myself. Like, you know what I mean?
What about you, Tiara?
We all know what I can tell
She
you what
said,
Tara's
drop
type
the
is.
name.
Right.
So, I need him to be tall, like... I need him to be tall, like... Y'all don't understand, I'm 6'1". So the 5 foot down thing ain't cutting it. Sorry, but it's just not.
Sorry?
I like my chocolate, you know what I'm saying? Like...
Chocolate.
And you gotta be goofy, like that's a huge one.
But like Tiara goofy.
yeah, because I'm like
I
on a
would
different
never.
level. I'm not about to be like, oh, like,
No, literally.
like my real laugh will come out.
she'll-
You want to hear my real laugh on the first date?
No.
Literally.
Like, no, like,
No one's gonna know at all what I'm talking about.
no.
Do we want to get married? Yes.
Yeah. Please.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
How many kids do we want? 3.
5 boys.
I don't know how.
No girls. I'm sorry.
Oh. Imagine
You're
like,
like,
imagine you have
watching
a girl and she like reflects on this.
I'm sorry.
I'm not even taking it
She
back.
said, no regrets.
No regret. And what genders? Oh, she shared it.
Boys.
Yeah, she wants all boys. I think I like don't care anymore. Like obviously I want a boy.
Yeah.
But like however it comes, how it comes.
If I could choose an order, I would want my first one to be a boy, and then a girl, and then I can't really tell us what the third one is.
When you were younger, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I've always wanted to be a pediatrician, so, and I still do. So.
I used to want to be a teacher.
Really? I've always wanted to be a nurse. Like, that hasn't changed.
How would you handle a toxic situation?
Oh, ask that question.
Toxic situation between cousins and not getting along at all. So
Oh.
we're just gonna make it like a general question. So how would you deal with the toxic situation between?
Like friends.
From my experience, I feel like I was very naive to the fact that my relationship was toxic. So I started changing, like my behaviors were like altering and stuff. Your character's changing and your actions aren't reflecting who you are or who you strive to be. It's like, why would you be attached to something that's like, you know, changing that? So it's like, you just gotta break yourself off from that. Even though it might be hard, it's worth it in the long run.
It goes back to like who's meant for you is meant for you and who's not is not.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know that it's toxic, like if you have the capacity to ask that question, like you know what I mean, like you know that they're not for you.
Right.
You don't have to. It doesn't matter if it is blood, if it is people that you have known for the longest time. People change, and you don't have to get out in bad blood. Like, you know what's best for you and what's not. So just because you've known somebody for the longest time does not mean that you guys need to be road dogs for the rest of your life. Like they were there when they needed to be there,
Right.
and it's okay if they're not there when they don't need to be. If they're toxic, get rid of it.
Don't reflect on your toxic relationships as, dang, I can't believe that happened. Kind of piggybacking off of what Riley was saying, a lot of good can come out of that. Like, there's a lot of lessons that you can learn. You can build your character from toxic relationships.
In these kind of situations, it's okay to be like conceited and like think about your feelings, because at the end of the day, like, you're trying to get out of a toxic relationship. Of course, everything is easier said than done, but always just like you know, take that step forward.
I'm not elevating, I'm not getting in a higher position with this person next to me. In fact, it's probably dragging me down. Like, honestly, like, dragging the issue on longer isn't gonna do anything for you. Cut it there, because at the end of the day, they're gonna be mad in 2 years. If you do it in 2 years, they're gonna be mad now. They're gonna be mad in 40 years if you do it in 40 years. So it's like, do whatever's gonna make you happy.
Hello.
Can you have a baby without doing the dirty with someone?
Yeah.
It's called adoption.
Mary, did you know? Okay, back to your parents. It was the Holy Spirit.
How do you know it's a good time to kiss someone? If you have to ask, then you're probably not ready.
I think it just comes naturally.
No, don't force yourself.
Right.
Please.
Just like,
you should be comfortable and the other person should be comfortable. If both parties are not.
And don't do it because of the game.
Right.
Okay.
don't do this for the gang.
Yep. Do you think guys care about body hair? Yes, but at the same time, like, that shouldn't be your concern.
Exactly.
If you like your body hair, then you do that.
And
Like,
he gonna love it too.
When it's the beginning stages, I understand, because I feel like as you start like getting into the relationship, that shouldn't be an issue. Like, if that's really your main concern,
Come on, you got body hair too.
right.
Why aren't you shaving?
they're not shaving it.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna look like Tarzan, and you're gonna come from me.
Right.
Oh, have you ever been cheated on?
But I wasn't dating the guy. It was like we were together without the title. And it was in college too. He went back home and got with his girl. Like the next week was like, Lydia, this isn't gonna work out. Everything is your fault.
Please rerun the tapes.
Right.
Wait, when did you? Oh my gosh.
What happened? We'll tell that story off camera.
Yeah.
What are some of your guys' red flags in a relationship?
Smelling bad.
Oh.
That, lying.
Mhm.
If you honestly, I feel like women have gut feelings.
Yeah.
And like, you should go with that every time because 9 times out of 10, you're right.
Yes.
10 times out of 10, you're
No,
right.
seriously. I feel like for me, kind of like going back to what I said, like a huge red flag is when the social media becomes more important.
Or if, this is a big one. If they're like, I like to keep my relationships private.
Oh
like,
my
blah, blah,
I was just reading about that.
Run.
I was just reading something like a whole bunch of tweets talking about that.
It can be private without being a secret. There's
Yeah.
2 differences. Like, obviously, like, I don't think you need to be posting your boo every 2 seconds.
Right.
But at the same time, like, you should not be a secret.
Right.
If people don't know that y'all are together and he's talking about,
There's a problem.
I don't want to, like, rush into a label, but he's rushing to get in your pants.
Oh,
Run.
that part.
Run.
Sprint.
Because if you are doing everything that a relationship consists of, and he's like, I don't want to go for a title, run.
It's when you start buying him stuff that you gotta go.
No insecurities.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
Like my thing, I'm not saying you can't be insecure. Like I said, I have my own insecurities, but it's once they start blaming, like start saying like, if I'm not with you, like it's gonna affect me like in this way, this way, this way. Like, I'm not your therapist.
No.
If you're broken, don't put yourself in a relationship.
Right.
His job is not to repair you.
Don't exactly, and vice versa. Like,
Shut up.
period. Hello, I'm a boy, but here's my question. I've been dating a girl for a couple of months, and how do I know she's catching feelings for me? Are there significant signals?
From the girl's point of view, like, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, I don't know, for me, I like to put out hints. Here's one. When it comes to social media, if they're subbing you, like, it can like, how do I explain it? Like,
If they post something that says, y'all, he's so
like, start noticing things, like, in their social media, the way that they act, like, they'll start giving you little hints. And, like, I feel like we, at least, like, females are very emotional. Also, like, try to think emotionally, so not just logically. So like try to like put some emotion into it. Like I don't really know because everyone's different, but like look at social media stuff. The way that they be acting with you and other people is a huge thing.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Like how they act with other like guys,
Exactly.
and then how they act with you. That'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm gonna give you the same advice that I gave the girls. Just ask. If they like you, now you know. If they don't like you, now you know. You can move on. Like it's gonna hurt, sure, but.
You're strong.
Yeah.
You're very strong.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's my time.
I'm the complete opposite from what you said though. Like the whole dropping hints. I'm silent when I'm.
No, I be dropping hints.
I just expect them to. I'm just like you should know that I like you kind of thing. And like I'm more like body language and stuff like that. Like I'll show that I'm more comfortable around you. But I will never drop hints. I will never do
I'm
any
like
of that.
I feel like I dropped the look.
No, yeah, I think I'm like the opposite of both of you because like you were saying like I would like to drop hints, but like I am not emotional. Like if I'm with you, like I said, you're just gonna see my goofy side. Like I'll be like weird, but like I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, like no.
I
I'm
can't
sorry.
even see her doing that. That's the thing.
No,
weird?
seriously. And the thing is, like, I, like, even in general, Tira's not emotional because I can count on one hand, less than one hand, how many times she's cried.
Right. Oh my gosh, you never see Tira cry.
And I always cry. She was telling me about something that happened, like, in her, like, social media career, and I, like, literally started bawling on FaceTime. She's like, Riley, like, I'm not even crying. Like, when she does, it's like, what can I do? Like,
yeah.
But I'm always crying. She's like, here's a tissue.
We'll be watching a movie. We'll be watching Finding Nemo, and he'll get lost. She's like,
I cried in Barbie Diary.
No, I cry for everything though, but I'm like, I won't show it unless I'm like super comfortable around you. Like I'd cry around you guys, but I wouldn't cry. Like I don't cry around my mom. I don't cry around my sister, my dad.
I'll be crying around boys.
That's
the last thing I'll
no
do.
boy will ever see me cry.
No.
Right.
Okay, I'm just gonna answer this question once because y'all just love to ask me this question. Do you support LGBTQ?
Oh yeah.
Plus. So I support anybody who is not trying to tear other people down. If you are a good person, I support you. I believe that everybody's decision is their decision. That has nothing to do with me. I ain't checking for you. You ain't checking for me. That is your choice. That goes for everything. I love people.
I agree with that.
Period. When someone said I can't think of any at the moment, but all three of you are pretty OMG. Thank you so much. People want to know your makeup routine.
Queen of makeup right here.
She's asking Tira's makeup routine.
Oh, mine. I mean, like, I just be doing. Okay, so I don't like to wear foundation like that. So I'll just do my brows and I bronze my eyes. Like, I don't wear eyeshadow, I just bronze them. And I like to wear lashes. And blush.
What's your craziest story about high school? Y'all got too many crazy
No, I was
stories.
gonna say-
Which one we got? We gonna.
Can we
I just-
actually like go into
We can go
this?
into it, just don't make sure we don't we
Say
edit
it.
out the name of the school.
We're in college with it. It
That's
doesn't.
true. What you gonna do? Take away my diploma?
We don't even have diplomas from there.
Oh, you're right. So first thing, I was like, now that I'm reflecting back on high school, a lot of things slid that should not have slid. For example, our freshman year of high school, our class, including myself, I don't want to speak for you, but we had a very bad issue with racism. And it was this whole thing where both of our whole class was divided into two. And it was divided by if you could speak Spanish and if you could not speak Spanish.
We had a small class size because we went to a small school. So it was like, if you spoke Spanish, you had this set of classes. If you didn't speak Spanish, you had this set of classes.
Exactly.
And the only different class was the Spanish and non-Spanish speaking class.
Lydia and I both spoke Spanish, so we were paired with the Spanish speakers. You know, it was normal until, you know, people started, you know, crossing. So, you know, I knew some people from over there. Because like I said, since we were a small school, we knew each other from other years. So, like, I still knew people. And so I would bring, you know, my friend over and be like, you know, stay over here. And then everyone would be like, you know, what is she doing here? A huge problem that lasted for the whole entire year. And the thing is, like, the teachers were very aware of it because they talked to us about it, but they never, like, addressed the issue, like, in a professional way. Like, they just let it slide the whole entire year.
We let a lot of, like, people would use slurs around us because we were two of the 4 black girls at school in our grade. It was like, you know, majority, minority.
Right.
And it was just like, we let so many things slide. We were just like, oh, they're our friends.
Yeah,
Like,
better.
yeah, and like we were never exposed and like we were never taught like that was not okay. You know? So looking back on it now, it's insane the amount of things that we let slide. Like they would text us these things.
Yes.
They would say to our face without any emotion.
The teachers were very well aware of what was going on.
And the teachers added on to it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, for example, here's a prime example. I'm pretty sure a lot of black kids out here went through the same thing, but at least for me, once those lights went off and we wanted to watch a movie on the projector, where's Tara? I can't see her.
Right.
And like,
all the time.
And like, I thought it was funny. I'm not even gonna sit here and be like that was rude because I was really laughing too. But my main point is like, yes, it was funny within ourselves, but how is it that the teachers are allowing this?
There was this one English teacher when we were in 8th grade and my sister was in 6th grade, and he was just like, there were already a bunch of things that he had already like done to other students. I don't know the whole context behind it. All I know is this teacher called my sister a terrorist to her face in front of the whole class. Like, and then my mom went and talked to the school and he got fired, as she should.
So it was like, it was supposed to be spring break, right? And English was our last period. And so, you know, in High School Musical when they're like, summer. So everyone in class started being like, spring. Spring, and I was in the very back of class, right? And so like the clock was behind me, so I'm like, let me see what time it is so I can see how many more minutes we got. So I turn around and all you hear is Felicia. And I whip my head so fast and he was like, oh my bad.
No.
You just remind me of my coworker.
Literally. I will never forget
I
that
will
day.
never forget that. And then another thing, we were reading To Kill a Mockingbird, right? And so the way we read it was like, it was kind of like a skit almost. So like, say you want to read Scout, you just read everything he'd say, and then like, so everyone got assigned a character or whatever. And I always wanted to be the main character. I'm like, hey, can I read? Because I love reading out loud. And he would never let me be the main character. And so finally, he was like, you know what, dear, I'm gonna let you read.
But
like, yes,
everyone has to know he's read this book millions of times, so he knows what's coming.
Yes. So he was like, I know the perfect one that you can read. I was like, okay. He was like, you can be the slave maid that worked in the house. I'm pretty sure she was tall too. And I was like, okay.
I'm laughing, but it's not funny.
No, it's not funny.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, we laugh about it now, but we were so young back then, and like I feel like middle schoolers now would speak up just because of like how they're exposed to like media and like what's been going on in the world. But when we were in middle school, I feel like we were just like trapped for one.
Yeah.
Like we
so
weren't
trapped.
exposed to this kind of stuff.
Ever.
Like they really hated us.
No.
You had to pay to go to school for one thing. Pay to go to school on Saturday.
Yeah.
You had to pay to go to Saturday school? $25.
Yes.
You had to pay to get your phone back. If
Yes.
they took it away from you.
Yes.
Okay, no. So you're paying my bill.
No.
Right.
So if you use your phone during lunchtime, they'll take it away from you and then you have to pay them.
Your
to get
parents
your
has to
phone.
come. My mom left it in the office for a week and then made me pay.
Yes.
You get it taken away one time, it's 25, then
The second
50, then
it's
75,
50,
then 100.
75.
Like, if you need the money, just say
If
it.
you need a raise, just say if you're broke, just say that. If you need a McDonald's meal, just ask me.
No, dear, I
No.
every
And
day.
then they want to get mad at me when I didn't understand the question on the test. Like, if you stop kicking me out, maybe I'd understand.
No, but the thing is, then they would have Tira teach class.
No! I remember I literally taught Algebra 2. I was a teacher, I promise you. I'm not even over-exaggerating. I was at the whiteboard teaching these kids.
And she's the reason I got an A on the next
No.
test.
We had a substitute that like he basically like he was British, like he had a British accent, but like he looked like Hispanic, you know? And everybody like loved him. Like there were girls that had crushes on him, which ew, because he was, first of all, he wasn't cute at all. But anyways, that in general is just nasty. But girls would have crushes on him, and like everybody would want to talk to him, like, oh yeah, Mr. Da Da Da, right? So then, like, we had him for sub, like, our first, like, few years of high school. There was this one day after school, and, like, the cops were in the office, and, like, 3 of my friends, not really my friends, but 3 of my associates, like, got called to the office, and so we all, like, go over, and they're like, oh my god, it's about this guy, like, da-da-da, and we're like, what? And so, basically, like, I was there with them the whole time. A few of our, like, associates, like, a few of the girls from the school were, like, conversing with this guy on Snapchat and stuff like that, and having, like, sexual relationships with him, and he was, like, asking for pictures of things, and, like, they had all the evidence, like, the cops were taking everybody's phone, like, and it turns out, first of all, he was under a different name, like, he wasn't even using his real name, and he wasn't even British.
Yeah.
He didn't even have a British accent. How do you deal with bullies?
Basically, their intentions is to get your attention. So if they see that you're bothered, they're gonna continue. But if you just ignore them, exactly. And because like once you start entertaining them and once you start responding to them,
You give them
then
the power.
exactly.
What is the time where you felt the closest? I think with Tiara, obviously, when you were there when I gave birth. Like, I feel like that was like the like.
So, wow.
Isn't that like powerful?
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like that when we went to Indiana because that was like our first time like
yes, our
traveling,
first
traveling.
like best friend trip.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like Lydia and I haven't had like a like heart to heart moment yet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like when I tell you, like I feel like just in general, the fact that Tiara and Lydia are the 2 people, and Aliyah, if you're watching this, that I've never had like issues with, like ever, like. And I feel like I can trust Lydia where if I'm doing something wrong with, which we've had conversations about like our other like associates or whatever, where she's not afraid to put somebody in check if she cares about them. And like that's what I love the most about her. So like not that it like makes me feel the closer for her, but like to her, but I can trust you, and that makes me feel close to you.
Yeah, because like me and Riley have gotten like super close within the past year and a half, and like I feel like, you know, although we don't like see each other, like simply just like texting about literally anything kind of makes me feel like, you know, we're growing closer.
We've seen each other since the last time that you like came here and
Yeah.
we had like hosted and things. It's been like a year, but even like before then, like
It was
the last time
while.
the skating rink probably like
Or
then like
her
her
play. It was her play.
Yes.
The last time I had seen you.
and we got back together and it was like
It was
nothing.
like
No,
just like
time
jumping
now.
back to where we were, you
Yeah.
know. It's regardless of the fact that I live farther now, it doesn't
It
like
doesn't
change
change
exactly.
anything, and that's like I feel like something really
Powerful.
special
Yeah.
that we have. Okay, look at us, triple threat.
Aw,
Period.
Period. I'm too scared to use a tampon. Any advice?
I feel like we're both the
So,
opposite.
yeah.
To be
I
afraid.
the thing is I just recently tried using a tampon.
Me too.
No, and the crazy thing is the first time I used it was when I went up to go see you, and that's
And
why
that's
she
when I tried it.
When was this?
Right before we came back down
Yeah.
for this break.
It was
So
right
it
before
was
Thanksgiving.
That's literally when I.
No way.
Comfortable like the first like couple days, and then I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I get the hang of it.
What in the world?
Mhm.
Like I gotta do that,
Right,
like,
but it's really
once
not that
you're
deep.
just like, oh,
Yeah.
it don't even feel like anything, you know?
My advice though is make sure that it's all the way. Do not flush them.
What's
One,
that?
and please do not forget to take it
What's
out.
my
that thing?
God.
Toxic
Oh,
shock.
toxic shock syndrome.
Oh, that's what I'm definitely afraid
I know
of.
somebody who got that.
No.
In the hospital.
Oh my gosh. That's probably my
the whole
biggest
study
fear.
on that. Developed from Staphylococcus aureus.
Go ahead, Miss Girl. I didn't even learn from my mom. That's the thing.
No, I like my
went.
friends.
No, I went into everything by myself. Like I went and you know the For You book from Barnes and Noble with the
Yes.
cartoon. I bought that. I think I was at the mall with you or something, and I bought that book for myself, and I gave it to my sister, and I was like, "Look, like
Yeah, we never got
we're
taught
going
that.
through this together."
I didn't know how people could have a kid until I think it was my sophomore year.
Bro, me neither. I
Never
didn't know
did.
like
No,
cuss
I-
words, actual cuss words, till I was a freshman
No.
or sophomore in high school.
Yeah, me either. Like I'm
Like the
telling
cuss
you.
words I knew in my head were like crap.
Yes, no, we could say crap.
Yeah, crap was like a crazy
Yeah,
word
no,
to
like,
say.
Oh my goodness, crap. And I'm like, oh,
Or like shut up or stupid.
No,
and
yes.
stuff like that was like,
no,
oh my
I'm telling
gosh.
you, you're
I feel
trapped.
like everybody that I know lost their virginity in middle school.
No.
Oh my
way.
God.
Yeah, I was literally the last person in my friend group.
What?
Now you're.
I know.
No,
Things
but
have changed,
true.
but no, like seriously, like everybody there. I don't even think I knew a virgin in high school.
What?
That's so
I think
crazy.
we were all virgins.
Everyone.
I mean,
Why do men think women are always weaker than them in a relationship?
Who thinks
okay,
that?
I can't
If that's the type of men that you're dealing
Right,
with,
I
you're
was-
boy. Right. You know why? Because that's what they're taught, and we need to get rid of that toxic raising your children for gender stereotypes and all that stuff, because that is, it's actually sickening.
No.
Like, let your children be who they want to be. No, when I have a son, I feel like definitely like men should be, tough, but I feel like women should be tough as well. For my kids, it's gonna be cry, but never let them see you cry.
Mm.
That's gonna be my thing. The biggest challenge you have faced, and how did you get through it?
I'm like a year ahead of myself, so I'm used to being surrounded by people who are older than me. So, I was in college, like my freshman year, I was 17, like I wasn't even an adult. So I feel like it was pretty challenging to adapt to older, because it's like going from high school is kind of different, because it's like we're still kind of like the same, but then jumping to high school, once I have senior friends, it's like you're 23 and I'm 17. So it's like, it was a challenge to like mature fast. Like I had to mature very, very quick. So that was one thing. And then also, like, I talk about it all the time, but, like, my whole, like, church experience, I guess, as a kid, like, with the whole, like, I guess, minor bullying thing is, I had to, like, really work on shifting that away, because I feel like if I let that get to me, like, I feel like my life would be so different now, and I feel like I wouldn't really be, like, who I am now if I didn't do what I did then, if that makes sense.
I mean, I think my biggest challenge was finding out I was pregnant.
Oh.
That was probably like, I think that's just like a no-brainer. Like, I was scared about it, but I don't think I was ever like unhappy about it. Like, I didn't go through like postpartum or anything like that. Like, I was always like happy, like, oh my god, like, because she's like just so like, she's just perfect. But no, I don't think that it was ever like a sad thing for me. I was just scared.
Whole moving and living on my own was a big challenge, just because I went into it without any knowledge, because my parents didn't have the opportunity to go to college. So like their kind of moving to America was like what I kind of based it off of, but like that was way bigger than what I was going through. And so I had to learn how to balance school, friendships, living on my own, roommates, all that. And like the first semester of my college experience wasn't the best, just because I didn't know how to balance everything. But like once I understood that like some things I have to prioritize and some things I don't necessarily have to prioritize, then like everything was smoother. And like now living at home, even like it's just like, wow, like I really did that, you know?
Yeah. Overall, how was your seafood experience?
Okay, I'll be very, very, very honest. So like it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Like I didn't think I was gonna be able to get through one leg. Honestly, the crab was sorry.
So
like
dramatic.
I know I didn't eat like as much, and like I really wish I could, but like I don't know, like I was able to, the crab part wasn't as bad. Those potatoes and the sausage was smacking that garlic bread. Oh my god. But like, you know, the shrimp and stuff can take some time. Not gonna lie, my stomach did get upset, which is why I had to stop. If you notice, I just like stopped and stuff, but I had to, you know, I had to like go in increments. So it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Period. I really liked the seafood. I went into it thinking like there's a high chance I'm not gonna like it, but I already like shrimp, so like I guess, you know, that was good. But like crab looked really good, potatoes good, corn was so good,
Smacking.
garlic bread even better. I appreciate you for putting me on this.
Anytime.
Oh,
Oh, my experience was great. I got Tiara to try seafood, so I feel accomplished. And she actually didn't hate it. So.
Yeah. So just a little disclaimer.
Oh.
One of my videos, we're gonna make her.
Okay, anyway, so thank you
We're
for
gonna
watching.
make her eat meat on a
No.
bone and bacon. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Anyways, she said yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I thank you guys for watching, for your support. If you're interested in following Lydia on her social media, we'll leave her Instagram right here. Y'all know. No, we'll leave Tiara's Instagram right here. And you can follow my Instagram as well if you're not already. Let me know in the comments down below if you have different answers to these questions or different pieces of advice. Leave some for your girlfriends because we all need some advice up in here. We still need advice.
Hallelujah.
So if you guys have other pieces of advice, go ahead and leave that in the comments. Let me know what other videos you guys want to see. And let me know if you want me to bring these two hoodlums back. Because at
Whoa.
this point,
I was not expecting you to call us back.
Let me know you want these hood rats back in my crib.
yeah, thank you guys for watching. That is all for this video. Bye, friends. Aloha no holoha.
It's different, it's different, it's different.